All right, let's get right into it. Nike just released their latest quarterly results, and wow, the numbers tell a really fascinating story. It's a story of both struggle and strength. So today, we're going to break it all down and see what's really going on with one of the biggest brands on the planet. And who better to set the stage than the CEO himself, Elliott Hill? He gave us this perfect baseball metaphor, and it pretty much frames everything we need to know. This is a comeback story, and they're right in the middle of a tough game. So first up, the headline number. At first glance, things look, well, okay. Reported revenue is up 1%. Now, that's not exactly a home run, but hey, growth is growth. It suggests they're at least moving the runners along. But then you see this, and this is a curveball. While that revenue number went up a tiny bit, their actual profit per share took a massive 32% nosedive. So what is going on here? How can you make more money but keep way less of it? That right there is the real story we need to dig into. And that brings us to our first big idea. As those numbers just showed us, Nike's comeback is very much a work in progress. It's this really mixed bag of some amazing plays and some serious challenges. So what's their game plan to get out of this jam? Well, it all comes down to something they call the Win Now playbook. This is their core strategy, the plan they're counting on to engineer this big turnaround. So what is Win Now? You can think of it as their immediate action plan. They've boiled their focus down to 4 fundamental pillars: their company culture, the actual products they make, where and how they sell them, and the stories they tell about it all. And they've broken this down into 4 really clear, concrete steps. First, get a handle on their classic sneaker business. Don't let it get stale. Second, make shopping on Nike's website feel premium again, less about discounts. Third, broaden the lineup with new stuff. And fourth, and this one is huge, strengthen those relationships with their retail partners. It's a super clear, super focused plan. Now, building on top of that playbook is what they call the sport offense. If Win Now is the game plan, the sport offense is the star player. It's all about using hardcore, athlete-focused innovation to drive sales all around the world. Basically, connecting what happens in the lab directly to the cash register. So, the big question is any of this actually working? And the answer is a resounding yes. Which brings us to our next section, where we can see this playbook in action. Right now, North America is the star of the show, proving that this comeback plan can actually deliver the goods. And check this out. This chart really shows a critical piece of the puzzle. While their own direct-to-consumer business is a beast at $4.6 billion, look at wholesale that's selling through partners like Foot Locker. It's still the biggest piece of the pie at $7.5 billion. Mending those fences was absolutely crucial. And look at the payoff. While their total wholesale business grew a respectable 8%, North America's wholesale just exploded, up 24%. I mean, that is just incredible. It's proof positive that doubling down on their retail partners is paying off big time, right in their own backyard. And this isn't just a one-hit wonder. The success in North America is happening across the board. Their running category is on fire, growing over 20% for the second quarter straight. Basketball and training are picking up speed. Their own website had its best Black Friday ever. And maybe the most important part for the future, their inventory is healthy. This is what a win looks like. But remember that huge drop in earnings we saw? Yeah, a comeback is never a straight line. Now we have to look at the other side of the story, the major headwinds Nike is running into, specifically in China and with their overall profit margins. And this, wow, this is really a tale of 2 markets. You couldn't paint a more dramatic picture. On one hand, you have North America surging ahead with 9% growth. But on the other, Greater China, which is such a critical market, is down a staggering 16%. That is a massive anchor dragging down their global numbers. Let's just zoom out for a second and look at the whole world. This table really lays it out clearly. You see North America as the one major bright spot, but Europe, the Middle East, and Africa are down a bit, and then you see those big drops in both Greater China and the rest of Asia. And this brings us right back to that scary profit number from the beginning. Their gross margin, which is just the profit they make on each thing they sell, fell by 300 basis points. That's huge. And the main culprits? Higher tariffs are making things more expensive to produce, and they're having to deal with a lot of unsold inventory, especially over in China. Okay, so we've got this really mixed picture of amazing success and pretty serious struggles. So what's next? This brings us to our final section, the road ahead, and how Nike plans to play the long game to win. And their big answer is innovation. They've got a pipeline that is absolutely packed. In January, we're getting a new shoe platform. In February, this wild new jacket for the Olympics that literally inflates to keep you warm. And then in March, new apparel they're calling air conditioning for the body. They are betting big that new tech is going to get people excited again. CEO Elliott Hill ended his big presentation with this powerful line right after talking about the Dodgers finally winning the World Series. And it just perfectly captures their mindset. They know this comeback isn't going to be easy. They know they have to earn it. So that leaves us with the big question. Nike is, without a doubt, in the middle innings of a really tough game. They've got a winning strategy in North America, but some serious challenges on the rest of the field. So, will their sport offense, this huge bet on game-changing innovation, be enough to actually win the whole thing?